As with any of my builds, and recurring viewers will know this, my builds always start with an idea, and then I'll let that idea rattle around my head for a week or so. Now this build came about because I'd been watching a fellow YouTuber called Silver's Scratch Build. If you don't know who he is, check him out, tell him I sent you. So I'd noticed that on his live builds he consumed a lot of soda, and I mean a lot of soda, and he joked he should ask them to sponsor him, and that got me thinking. So this build starts with a used bottle that I'm cutting a piece out of to place it back in the bottle, but upside down. This will give me space to add some greeblies to it later on. Having come down from the sugar rush of drinking 2 soda drinks, I washed them, dried them, then carefully cut out the cans. A fellow YouTuber called Bots to Beast goes into more detail on how not to slice your fingers open while cutting the cans up. A link to both Silver's and Bots will be in the description below. Go check their channels out. After carefully measuring the can to the bottle, I used scissors to trim down the can, and then used a ruler to get more straight lines. Once they were cut out, I then needed to add detailing, so in like paneling and rivets, and I used a tool that I inherited from my dad years ago. It's just like a little punch with a pointy bit at the bottom. It's great for this sort of stuff. I have no idea what it's called, but you'll be able to use a pen or a pencil. Just don't cut through the tin. So using the ruler, I just gently scored some panel lines into the tin, and then used the tip just to press into the edges to make the rivets all around the tin. Now, putting the soda tins aside, it was back to the main body. I cut out some squares from a couple of butter lids to cover the gaps either side of the main bottle, before finding a smaller bottle that fit perfectly into the groove. This bottle came with one of those cheap water pistols you can get from the Euro store, dollar store. I was finding it difficult to hold the bottle and work on it at the same time, so I used some foam, which is the mats that interlocked with each other, and just made it a quick little home where it could sit, and I could work on it perfectly without it scooting about. Then I greebled the front of the airship with bits from old Lego kits that aren't actually Lego. It's the cheaper alternative that you can find in the Euro or dollar stores. To fill the back of the bottle, I used a lid from a spray bottle, covered it with some EVA foam, and I'm amazed that no one has said anything about my previous builds where I used this, and I intentionally said PVA foam just to see if anybody was actually listening. which would appear not, which makes me sad. Then I used some garden wire, just twisted it around itself, just to give it some sort of look like it was an engine of some sort for the front bottle. Once that was done, I gave it a quick prime of a rattle can black, and then I was attached the signage onto the sides. The ship's original colour was going to be a copper to make it more like a steampunk sort of airship, but unfortunately I noticed that I wouldn't have enough copper to do a couple of coats. So what you're seeing here is me putting on the first coat, and then in the next shot it's going to be a different colour. So once I repainted it, then it was just a matter of just adding little details and dirtying the ship up. I imagined it was a drone ship that just flew around getting powered by the sun. So it was getting beat up by the weather, so a quick brown wash before going around with some rust, and then just a little bit of chipping, and that's it. So this build is for Silver Scratch Built, and I've put it in the post, and hopefully he'll receive it soon. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep scratching that build, everybody.